a shark. No, it's just a himbo. That's all. That's the bit. That's the bit today, guys. We can't really. That's what we get. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Oh, deep cut reference. If you are old enough to know that reference, welcome. RuPert? No. Oh no, child. No. Child. Mike, please tell me you know that reference.
The song?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
I'm old enough. When you said, like, are you old enough to know this reference? I'll be like, you'd be on this cast.
Period.
Yes.
Because we're
I'd be on last year's
the same
cast.
age.
Yeah, you would be on last year's.
That's true. You'd be on season 17. Well, yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Today I am drinking some protein iced coffee because I am needing it desperately with every fiber of my being. Because I gotta wake up to do this beautiful podcast to talk about what another fabulous, lovely, fantastic episode of season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Y'all, this season is giving. I can't wait to talk about it more. It's so good. But as always, on hand is the cup mug. Ooh, panel full of cup mugs. Lana's not here to do it, so I gotta do it. I don't know what this beat is. It's panel full of cup mugs. Ow. That's all. That's what you're getting from me today. I'm a white boy with a little bit of rhythm sometimes. It's Lana's job to do it, and I try. But you can get yours at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below, and that lovely QR code up in the top right corner of this video at all times. So make sure to go check out the shop, like the shop. It really does help us out. And go get your merch, and we thank you. Yes.
Howdy, y'all. It's Mike, your beefy bodybuilding correspondent down in Dallas, Texas. We're doing dispatches from the winter storm. So Texas electric grid, I might just be gone at any time. I might just, get Sigourney Beavered at any moment and just vanish from existence. That's why
if that happens, it's because I sent you home.
Yes. Oh, you're gonna get it. My fans are okay. That's another show.
No.
Another show.
I would be the Eva destruction of this podcast, so that tracks.
But yes, I am in a onesie, but because I know why I'm on the show. Bam! Yes.
Whoa!
Yes. We had to have a Little Kim reference.
Buff Maddie Morphosis is back, everyone. You're welcome.
Yes, with the Lil Kim reference. Shout out to Lil Kim. We owe her an apology.
Sure.
Anyways, I am drinking a tiramisu protein iced coffee by Javi because last episode I freaked out when you were drinking it, so I'm drinking it now. So.
Oh my God, we're literally drinking the same. I didn't grab tiramisu. I'm drinking hazelnut today, but we are drinking the same iced coffee. Period.
We're not sponsored, but Javi,
we would absolutely.
My DMs are open.
Mine are as well. They are in the description of this video.
It is Fitness Junkie approved. Javi, go look it up.
100%.
And I'm back.
Yay!
Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is RuPert, and I have no entrance line. I still haven't found one yet. And I'm drinking my classic. I'm drinking Lipton Ice Peach Tea. Unfortunately, it's not relatively early morning or just turned afternoon for me, so I'm not having coffee.
Yeah.
But I'm here.
Like, it's still morning for us because that's the time we chose to do these recordings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm crazy. Like, I'll be a little personal. On my day job, I'm an accountant, so I will drink coffee at like 6 p.m. and then go to sleep 30 minutes later because caffeine has no impact on my body anymore. So,
the ADHD coursing through my brain and my body, I will drink coffee at 11:30 and be perfectly fine. Like,
And then,
but I'm also a social media manager outside of this. So like amongst several other things. So like I can and will, like, coffee has almost no effect on me. Like, it will stimulate me, but also I take a stimulant daily. So like,
yeah,
it's fine. It is what it is. But also my sleep schedule is currently fucked. But you didn't come here to listen. Well, actually, some people did comment on our personal anecdotes last week, so thank you for that. Regardless, RuPert, you're back! Yay! And we are back talking about, like we said, a delightful episode of season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I can't wait to get into it. I think we just need to get into it. But before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. And breaking news, if you didn't already know, RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World Season 3 starts next week! Yay! So excited. Cannot wait for it. We will be here talking all things RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the world. We've got a lot of fun content coming down the pipeline very, very soon for you all. So stay tuned for all of that. We're very excited for everything we've got going on for UK versus the world. Some special guests, some extra special content. So stay tuned for all of that. We are putting in the work. We are doing our big one, moving into February. January was a month. February, now in February, we're doing our big one. So, but yes, make sure to check out all the content we're doing here on this channel and across all of the Cup Network. All of our links for those are in the description below. You can also find us on our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And if you want to follow the three of us, our links are down below as well. And of course, you can get your merch. We already talked about merch, but I'm going to talk about merch again because Cup Mug, it's pretty great. All of that, all the wonderful things, gorge, fabulous, wonderful, and fantastic. But, RuPert, it's been a minute. So I want to give you like a minute. Let us know your thoughts really quickly on season 18 so far.
I've been really enjoying this season. I feel like this cast has a lot of great dynamics, and they are unafraid to give everything that they've got, which has been absolutely wonderful to see. I've been loving some of the looks. Guest judges have been great, and then RuPaul, as always, has been looking like RuPaul.
Right. Yeah. And that was no different this week. We'll talk about it.
Yep.
Period. Love it. Yeah, and I mean, no better way to start than we come back into the workroom after the robbery of Mandy Mango.
Yeah.
Yes, I stand by that.
So does Briar. Briar said on social
literally.
media, Mandy ate me up on that lip sync. So we're not crazy. The people there literally think the same thing.
And Mia Star agrees. And will keep pestering us about it for the entire rest of the episode.
Mia had a bug.
Mia had an episode.
Yes.
Mia had an episode. I was like, oh, Miss Mia, okay. Because they come back in, they're settling back in. We're congratulating Juicy on the win. Yes, Juicy. And quickly we got into it between Briar and Mia because of this unseen footage that we have from last week's episode. And I'm like, y'all knew this was coming. Why didn't we just put this in last week's episode?
Yeah.
Like, it felt like the edit, I don't know about y'all, because like we've all watched a lot of Drag Race at this point. It would have made a little bit more sense to put it in the edit of last week's episode. Like, the edit wasn't that dense last week.
No.
And there wasn't a whole lot of workroom stuff. So I feel like there's a way that they could have edited this into the workroom segment to kind of foreshadow what we had going on in this week's segment, especially because there was at the top of last week's episode that moment with Athena and Briar. Like we're already building this storyline with Briar being like having these moments with people. So I don't know. I don't know. Just for me, the edit felt strange.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it would have fit so perfectly into the storyline of this idea that Briar is establishing these boundaries, which she has every right to do.
Yes.
But in a lot of ways, she doesn't respect the boundaries of other queens in the workroom, especially when she's been specifically told not to. I think if there's anything that should have been kept off screen, it's off camera. It's what Mia refers to and says, like, hey, when the cameras are off, like, you're actually being really like shady. That's fine to keep off camera because that wasn't captured footage, but we had captured footage of this joke that Mia made that she was just making a joke. I don't think she meant to be any sort of shadiness. And I think Briar has every right to be upset on the joke, but I think, you know, be consistent and like, here are my boundaries, please respect it. That's totally fine. But also, like, when other people express their boundaries, you know what, like, you should respect that as well, because like it's you give what you put out, honestly. And if people see a disconnect between that, then it's going to trigger some people, and it triggered Mia in a very big way, especially because Mandy was a really close friend to Mia, and she went out in a way that even Briar herself on Twitter like said, like, Mandy did better than me in that lip sync. And so there's a lot of valid reasons people feel like Mandy should have been there, not Briar.
Yeah. And obviously, like, ultimately they make up later in the episode. So I'm glad that like the full circleness of this happened. I really felt for Briar. Like, Mia's feelings are definitely very valid in this situation. Like, there's a lot of frustration here. Briar, you know, the not understanding what's going on in Briar's head and not really understanding Briar, period, up until this point. Like, just seeing this girl that's going around, like, picking on other people and, like, kind of being a bit of a menace in the workroom. And then when it comes to her, like, she can't, like, take it, for lack of a better term. Like, I can see how that's really, really frustrating. And then on top, like you said, her friend just went home and she doesn't agree with it. Like, I can see where that's frustrating. But also on the flip side of that, seeing where Briar was, like, I see a lot of myself in Briar. And I see that those behaviors are a lot of things that I do to show, like, adoration for people. I just see it as the neurospicy. Like, I that's how I see it. So I understand a lot of I understand a lot of Briar's situation.
Yeah, I think I'll just underline real quick what I said earlier. Like, I'm not saying any of this of like, I put it in my notes elsewhere, like when they were making up. Briar deserves to be there. They all deserve to be there. They're all talented queens. They're all amazing. They're far more talented than any of us will ever be. So I think I don't want this to go like, oh, I don't think that Briar should be there. I fully, like, I had felt bad for Briar as well, because like, you must feel like so on the bottom, and like you don't feel validated in your drag or your talent or anything like that. And I don't want her to feel like that. I think she's an amazing queen. I think she has amazing drag and art. I think we said so in the coverage before the season as well. It's just whenever you're interacting with other queens, I think it's the communication breakdown that I think is what we're getting here. I don't think anybody is like the villain in this interaction. I think it's just miscommunication in several different ways. And it's kind of further complicated by, and we're about to talk about it, like this Dion, like, drag family sort of intersection of like Juicy. Mia is kind of like a stepdaughter of Athena. And so like, they're like besties, and like Mia's coming into one, stand up for Athena, but also stand up for her friend Mandy. So it's just all these complicated relationships coming in with a miscommunication, and we saw it. Like it's complicated and it causes friction, and a fight broke out.
Yeah.
Also, just shout out to Sierra for having one of my favorite quotes of the episode.
Oh my god!
We have Nikki the Poodle, Liberace the Owl, and Naked Black Swan going at it.
I forget who also says to Briar, like, "Thank you, Darkwing Duck."
Jane Don't.
That was hilarious.
That was also hilarious.
That's a millennial reference right there.
Yeah, but it isn't
Jim.
accurate. But she does look like him a little bit.
It's absolutely nuts. It's wild.
I just think Sierra calling Athena Liberace the Owl is just hilarious.
Yeah.
I love Sierra so much. Like she's just giving so much good comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite delighted by Sierra. I'm quite delighted by her.
Also, like, I love that Drag Race shows like these insane scenes. Like they're partially de-dragged in all these ridiculous kind of outfits, because when they're not in full drag, like the outfits kind of look absurd, and they're all having these like intense emotional fights with each other while looking like that. So
like that.
Yes. So,
also, the cuts in this fight to Mikey and Kenya being like,
Kenya sat up, and I was
yes.
It was giving a little bit of Brooklyn on the Untucked couch on season 11 with the straw. Like it was really giving that for me. I was like, yes!
Like Brooklyn hiding between all the cushions,
hiding with the
like...
pillow. Like oh my god, it was so good. It was so good.
But Kenya was giving me like like callback all the way to All Stars 1 when like Tammy Brown's like setting up when Alexis Mateo is calling out Mimi, and Tammy Brown sits up because she's like, oh yeah, get her
girl. Yes. Oh my god.
That's what Kenya reminded me of, because she was like, oh, I gotta pay attention. This is spicy.
Ooh, I gotta clock in for this one. This is too good.
Change your costume, Mimi. Change it around.
Oh my god, I live. But yes, and then we got the Athena and Briar squabble, because apparently like over Juicy defending Briar, whatever. I don't know. It was
something like Briar was like whispering like shady things and kind of giving a side eye to Athena, to Juicy, and like Athena, like that just kind of triggered Athena. I think it was like, that's my drag daughter. Like, why are you trying to? For her, she's like, it looks like you're trying to get in between me and my drag daughter.
Yeah,
and I feel for Juicy in this moment, because she's just tug of war between all these different people, and she's just kind of like, I just want to be friends with everybody. Like,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So we come back into the workroom the next day. Tensions are still, kind of high, but we don't get to see much of that because Ru comes in and tells everyone to pair up with their bestie, and Athena is still plucked because she doesn't get to pair up with her daughter, which is probably for the best, Athena.
Yeah.
Now, Athena Dion, mother, come to the front. You've been auditioning for Drag Race for how long? You've been watching Drag Race for how long? When you are told to pair up with someone on Drag Race, you know better than to pair up with someone you're actually close to, Athena.
Mm-hmm.
You pair up with like your second or third bestie, not your bestie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Also, shout out. I love that like Briar immediately like took her arm and put her on Juicy, and she's like, I don't think I'm gonna get anybody else. Juicy's right here, so I'm gonna nab her while I still can. I was like, good on you, Briar, because like quick thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everyone grabs a bestie. We have Briar and Juicy We have Mikey and Nene, Sierra and Kenya, the duo I didn't know I needed in my life.
Yes.
Can we just say that? The duo I live for. Discord and Jane, Mia and Vita, and Darlene and Athena. And we find out that this week's Maxi challenge is a design challenge. Again, 2 design challenges in 4 episodes. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not mad. Now,
It's giving season 14.
it's giving Canada's Drag Race season 6.
It's giving most of Canada's Drag Race because they've always had a lot of design challenges.
Huh? Isn't that a fun story, RuPert?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Canada season 6 is a great season to try and
Yes,
emulate,
it is, isn't it, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm gonna put my mic down. But we find out I quite loved this premise for this design challenge and the way that it turned out. In pairs, each person is going to randomly pull an inspiration from a red carpet iconic look, and then the 2 have to mash up their 2 looks, and then it's a who wore it best kind of situation, but you're kind of working together. Like, the hybridization of this challenge, I really loved it. I really, really, really loved it.
Also, Mikey being paired with Nene and Mikey's expression finding out about what the challenge is, basically going like,
oh my god, yeah.
Just her disassociating, surrounded by loads of people being like, I've got Nene Coco, who won the first design challenge.
Yeah.
And I'm up against her. And then also,
Werk.
and also like the 2 looks they end up getting, Mikey's like,
Because what do you mean you have to put the J-Lo Versace dress up against that woman in whatever the fuck she was
Girl,
wearing?
I don't know her.
That woman.
Yeah.
That woman.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know.
They didn't know at the time.
They
This is
didn't know.
before. This is before that woman seriously stepped in the hot
Correct.
shit.
But yeah, so we ended up with let's see, who all did we
Juicy and Briar got the Little
Yes.
Nas X Grammys pink suit along with Rihanna's China Through the Looking Glass Met Gala look.
Yeah.
Discord and Jane got the Cher Oscars look and the Sarah Paulson zip tie gown.
I'm sorry, who? Cheer! Sorry, go ahead.
Mikey and Nene got JLo's jungle dress and that woman's manic whatever look she wore at the Grammys. Sierra and Kenya get Lady Gaga's meat dress and Britney and Justin's denim. Mia and Vida get Katy Perry's chandelier and Little Kim's VMA purple dress. And then Darlene and Athena get stuck with Kim Kardashian's whatever this Met Gala look is and Zendaya's armor look from the June 2 premiere.
And little do they know, it's going to be in
Judged by
front
La
of La Roche.
I was hoping that he would have the wherewithal to be like, you look so much like a drag queen to some of these girls, because he had the gall, the audacity to say that to Utica Queen. When producers asked her to be in drag that episode and was like, you look too much like a drag queen. Still miffed how they treated Utica that season.
Baby.
Yeah.
You and me both.
Also,
you can go check out our coverage of season 21 of Project Runway, available on the Cup TV. Ding.
Also, RuPaul making fun of Discord's walk, and it's just such a running gag this season that I just love it.
I love it.
And then also the pit, and then also Ru saying to the pit crew member, point to the 9.
I gasped a little bit.
Every single queen did as well.
Everybody's
I
like,
gasped.
where's...
Oh,
I don't have any opera glasses, but they're just like...
Hello, Theodore. Hello, sir. We are all quite interested in the 9. 9, my favorite number. 9 is my favorite number. 9 is the best number. 9 is a lovely number. Isn't 9 a great number, everyone? Love 9.
Yes.
Love 9.
Love 9.
Love 9. Anyway, everyone is sitting down to start their design challenge stuff. And a la RuPert, what you brought up earlier with Mikey being absolutely terrified with getting Nene, I love that immediately Mia's like, well, I'm getting dog walked by Vita in this challenge. Kenya, are you excited to get dog walked by Sierra in this challenge? I love just how absolutely real these girls are with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how I would be if I'm up against a girl that I know is a seamstress. Like, even if I know how to put something together to the level that like Mia does, even to the level that Kenya does. I mean, we'll talk about it. Like, that's how I would feel too, to be quite honest. Like, I'd be like, yeah, no, I know I'm probably not going to win the head-to-head, but like, we'll see how it goes otherwise. Like,
yeah. I think at that point, it's like, I just want to make a good garment that's going to keep me out of the bottom 3 at this point.
Exactly. That's really all you can do at this point.
Yeah, Mia saw who she was up against, and was like, I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have fun and get some help from my sister.
And honestly, I was here for it. I was here also for Sierra and Kenya's like antics throughout the episode. Oh my gosh, this product placement was so silly. Bird.
Obvious product placement was obvious.
I wrote like
doing a Scent Bird ad during the design challenge, y'all.
What does this have to do with putting together? Ooh, I can really smell this scent on her runway.
What does this have to do with anything, bitch?
It's like during the All-Stars. It's like during the All-Stars 8 finale when Jimbo randomly went up to like a tower of moisturizer and just put some moisturizer on her face, being like, "Oh wow!"
It's like the one thing Drag Race has not learned how to do yet is their product placement.
Yes.
Like it's always, it does not matter who does it, what season it's on. It's always in the most inopportune places. It's like we could be doing this emotional moment during a makeover challenge and it's like, oh, let's go over to the Neutrogena wall and like, oh, you're talking about your dead grandma that you're really excited to channel in this makeover challenge. Oh, that's so emotional. Oh, let's go get some Neutrogena makeup wipes now. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? What?
Literally, you have like one moment of Queen being like, "Oh yes, my dad killed me. My dad almost killed me."
Right.
I'm very
what?
vivacious, like saying, "Ooh," like backstage, and then Kelly Mantle be like,
No.
"Oh wow."
Oh, wow. Like, and then, girl, what are we doing up in here? I'm sorry. I can't. But no, the realism of this challenge was quite lovely. Really, though, I thought the number one duo that I was like, I really think it could go either way here for me was Darlene and Athena. I was like, these two seemed pretty evenly matched. Like, I thought they both did pretty good in the first design challenge, all things considered. So I was really looking forward to seeing how it turned out between the two of them, especially. And then Athena started spiraling. I was like, oh, okay.
She loves to be a woman in crisis.
Love woman in crisis.
I mean, we had a little like they called her like Tasmanian devil, just like spiraling all around the workplace.
Girl, I live. Girl, I live. I love it.
And that is just so accurate. Like she's old. She reminds me a little bit of Crystal Forever, of being like one of the oldest queens in the workroom, yet acting like one of the youngest.
Yeah, I think I mean, it shows you like how much she really wants to be here, because I think I can understand like when something's not going right. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in the bottom. Oh my gosh, I'm going to forget the lyrics, and now I'm gone. And it's all over. I've been trying to be here for 18 seasons. Like, I understand where she's coming from, but like, girl, that inner saboteur is some strong stuff on Athena.
Yeah, literally, Athena's saying in confessional that she doesn't have time to spiral while spiraling.
Yes. I will say Athena has really good wherewithal to like bounce back, because I think she we'll talk about her outfit that I think is perfectly serviceable, perfectly good. But like, it's just funny when she spirals, because we were talking about it in last week's update, just when she was being like pestered by Briar. I hate to say it because I know she's in like upset and like in her feelings and everything, but she's just really funny a lot of times when she's like really spiraling. And I hope and so far it's fine, because I don't think she's like been doing bad in the competition at all. I think she's been doing perfectly fine, but it's just funny to watch. Also, I want to shout out to they're talking about their looks, and Kenya shows her look, and Sierra goes, it's very Spider-Man. But I love Spider-Man.
I love Sierra so much. I just
Sierra's great.
I just like she is I can't. I love it. I love it so much. I
loved their group, and I loved Vita and Mia's group. Like, just the vibes were just amazing.
Oh, immaculate. It makes sense now why Mia and Vita are going on tour together. Like I see it. I see the vision. Like
they're two peas in a pod.
100%. But yeah, I thought it was really fun. I'm like, what else did we even? Oh, and then the other big matchup is here between Discord and Jane, obviously, because they both did very well in the first design challenge. You know, they're both sewists, and so Jane's like, well, I'm just not, you know, I like you, girl, but I'm not thrilled to be up against you, because we could have both had someone else that's not sewer, and it could have been a little bit easier for both of us. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been, it could have been easier. But
also, we saw a storyline, and I think this is a developing storyline. I'm gonna put a pin in this right now. Juicy was heavily leaning on Jane's help for her outfit, and Jane makes a comment that I think maybe some foreshadowing, where it's like, you know, relying on others for help. Matt, it helps you, but like at some point, there's those people to help are not going to be there anymore, and then you just have yourself. So put a pin in that. That might be a little bit of an editor's insert point too.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up as well, because I found that also very, very interesting. It also did just remind me a little bit of like how queens are now coming into Drag Race more of like strategies of how to getting through stuff, or how to like play to TV. Like very how Nymphia was on 16, being like, I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be loud and be a bit annoying, but then I'm going to come out and I'm going to be like, damn, you didn't expect this from me.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
And Juicy's being like, okay, I don't know how to do these things, but oh, look at me, I'm sweet, I'm young. Oh, could you help? Very like a little bit of that, and then just Jane's being like, do you need help with the train?
And you can see Jane doesn't want to, but the mother side of her just takes over, and she's like, damn it, okay, I'll help you.
Fine, child. Like, it really gives that energy. It's like, okay, child, whatever. Like,
look, shout out to Jane.
It's very B. Arthur.
That's very yes, it is very B. Arthur. It's like through gritted teeth, like, I am a good-natured person. I will help you.
Very that energy, 100%. We do also see Briar having a bit of a breakdown, especially like the competition is getting to her here.
Because the competition's really starting to heat up.
Honestly, you guys, the competition is starting to heat up. And she has a bit of a breakdown moment with Juicy because of, what happened with Mia. Mia saying that, Mandy should have stayed. Like, all of it's just really, really getting to her. Briar baby girl did not have a good week. She really just did not have a good week. It was not Briar's week to shine at all.
I feel for her. I really feel for her in this moment. I part of me, like, I was frustrated, and I think that was shown in last week's coverage with Briar, but like I think I have a better understanding of who Briar is and the miscommunication, and it's really kind of falling on her shoulders in the end of all of this sort of like friction. And I can understand how she feels really like nobody is rooting for her, because whenever you just survived a lip sync, you feel like, oh my goodness, by the grit of my teeth, like I'm still here in this competition. And then you come back into the workroom, and then like immediately somebody says, well, I feel like you should have left actually, and the person you went up against should still be here. I can understand how that's so like, that hurts, and it really like cuts deep. And I understand where Mia's coming from as well. I'm not saying anybody's a villain in this situation, like I said before, but I really feel for Briar in this moment. I don't want people to feel like they're breaking down. They feel like they're not validated in their drag, because I think Briar's sickening. I think Briar's great. Briar's been entertaining and wonderful on this season.
Yeah, I've really liked Briar this season, but it does suck. It would suck surviving by the skin of your teeth, pretty much knowing in your head that the other queen did better in the lip sync, yet Ru chose to save you. Ru chose to keep you in the competition. You hearing from other queens what you sort of suspect, that like, no, the other person did better. You shouldn't be here. And just hearing that would suck. And so then also hearing that, then getting dogpiled by Mia and Athena for something that was a miscommunication, it would just, and then just being in the workroom, having to design an outfit to then try to save yourself again, with this also not being a challenge you're particularly strong in. Like, you'd want to have that feeling of being able to bounce back, being like, this was a weak point, but now you're going to see me at a strength. And just doing another design challenge after this just really just like, you just went. That was sort of her trajectory, and we'll also discuss about her trajectory on the runway as well.
It all came, how should I say it, collapsing down today.
For
lack of a better term.
Yes, I think that's the best term, honestly, given the circumstance.
Yeah, I agree with that, because then we get next day in the workroom, we get Mia and Briar getting ready next to each other, and they're reconciling. They're talking about their stuff. Briar talks about her upbringing and, not really being accepted by family whatsoever. They're, and not really having any sort of like familial connection whatsoever. And then Mia on the flip side talking about losing her brother a few years ago. And so like that joint kind of loss, be it, different circumstances, but still loss in that shared way, I think was really, really important for both of them to, get past it. And I was really happy to see that from both of them.
Yeah, I think it's a good lesson to maybe learn. Like, Briar has a lot of external confidence in how she carries herself, but that shouldn't be like miscommunicated or misinterpreted as like, oh, she can take whatever like I'm putting at her, because maybe it is a front. You never know the struggle that someone's going through. And I think I'll put myself under the firing line. A lot of times I make those misinterpretations a lot of times where I'm like, maybe I can joke more heavily with this person, and it just doesn't land that way. it's a valuable lesson for all of us to learn here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Certainly.
I do want to say, going into the runway day, like at the start of the day, Discord has a hilarious confessional line where she's like, she's feeling good. She's like, I'm going to serve it and everything, because her look was, quote, wrongfully safe in the first design challenge.
But Cardi, what did you think of my look?
Okay. I love that we're getting a lot of backstory behind like the Discord lore on here, because Discord said, I think it was at Roscoe's that or some other sort of recap, that the producers actually had all the queens ask not Nikki. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. So Cardi B.
Yeah.
The best of them all. Cardi B. Have them all the queens ask Cardi B something, and they only aired Discord's question to make it look like out of the blue she just blurted out this question, because
shady
Discord is getting the delusional edit, and it is I'm living for it. It's such good TV.
I also love that like Discord had talked about like outside of the show had talked about Ru when they all got there originally. I don't think we've talked about this on the pod yet.
It was last week.
Or did we talk about it last week?
Yeah, I brought it up last week.
Oh, okay, never mind. Whatever.
Say it again.
Oh, when everyone got there and Ru was like, "Where's the girl with the neck tattoo? I've been waiting to see you," and Mikey did confirm it. We got confirmation. I think we got confirmation this week that Mikey did confirm it. She was like, "No, that happened. Like this isn't a
didn't pull a minge."
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not a ginger minge situation. That did happen. Like, and I'm really happy for Discord, because she has been trying to get on Drag Race for years. Like I remember being one of those, and I still am, to be fair, but I remember I've seen Discord on those like rumored Drag Race lists for years, and like I'm so happy to finally see her on the show. And I'll be honest, I'm loving Discord on the show. I think she's getting such a fun delusional edit, and I think that's really fun. Hey, she's memorable to RuPaul. That's something. Like, whether it's, for the best reasons or not, like, she's certainly memorable, and that's something. So, props to you, girl.
Like, I mean, the walk, we know the walk, we see the walk, but like, there are others. It doesn't mean I don't think she's a bad queen at all. I think the fashion is great. I love the attitude. I love the performance caliber that she brings to the challenges. And in my mind, she kind of gives me a lot of what we said with Kimchi on her season, because her walk was also infamously not that good, but nobody would ever say Kimchi is a bad queen. She's an iconic queen. So I love that Discord. I'm happy that she's here. If she was on all the rumored casts, that means she probably was really far into casting every single year, and then for some reason or another doesn't make the cast. And that must be really frustrating to go through. So to have her actually now be here and just make such a big impression, I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's getting the attention, the flowers, and I think she's going to be one of the lasting impressions from this season going forward.
I agree with that. I agree with all of it.
You know what, Logan? Logan, Mike, both of you have got a friend in me.
Baby, Miss Kenya and her coming out story, I loved it.
That was so.
I love Kenya.
Oh my gosh, I literally wrote down what he said his mom said when he was in church choir, which I love that. Take me to church. I love, if I'm at like a rave or anything, my favorite mixes are the church hymnals that they turn into like a club song. Those are my favorites, because I grew up very, very Christian. I grew up in the church choir. I grew up like singing and all that stuff. So I totally get it. And so Kenya calling her mom and coming out to her, and she said, quote, "You won't be the first and you won't be the last. I still love you." And I'm like, that is, oh my God, shout out to Kenya's mom. Like, to have someone just accept your child wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, amazing.
And also Kenya telling the story that her mother didn't know she was pregnant until she literally gave birth on her college bathroom floor.
Oh my gosh.
Which is
baby.
crazy.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And
Just
on that note, runway! Woo!
I know right now.
I'm so excited because Annalie Ashford is here.
I wish she was here for a Rusical, so then we could maybe get a Legally Blonde lip sync.
Baby, I was
But
like,
I
what
love
is
her.
she doing? I was like, I'm so happy she's here. Why is she here for a design challenge?
I know.
She's
I get
very
the
fashionable.
I get the other guest judge, but like, it's why is she on this episode is a little strange to me.
Scheduling, it had to be.
Or
It
it might be. I
scheduling.
mean, Rue did say like Tony Award winning, which that is a red carpet event, so
Sure,
she
but
tied it in.
it had to be scheduling.
Mm.
I'm just happy Annalie Ashford is finally on Drag Race.
Yeah. Though I would have loved to have seen a so much better lip sync in front of Annalie Ashford, but we'll move on.
I mean, we got a great lip sync song. We'll talk
We
about
did.
it a little bit. I'm
We
not mad. I'm not pressed. We got more Kylie Minogue. I'm thrilled. We'll talk about it. But Rue looking like RuPaul, except throw that wig away. Throw it in the disaster pile. Get rid of it.
That wig is a marshmallow that's been turned on its side.
Girl, it just needs to be thrown away. Horrible, disgusting, in the disaster pile. Oh, I don't know if y'all are familiar. I don't know if y'all are familiar. I'm gonna shout them out real quick. So I have called things the disaster pile because of one of my favorite Drag Race review channels. Shout out to Movie Bitches, who have done Drag Race and movie content for years. We actually lost one of them, Miss Averill, last year to cancer. So shout out, love you, Averill. Shout out to Andrew as well. He's an absolute angel. I got to meet both of them at DragCon LA 2023. So I'm very happy I got to meet both of them. But that's why I like bad wigs always go in the disaster pile. That is my that has always been my thing. So shout out to Movie Bitches. I love them both. But no, this is a disaster pile wig.
This wig just looks like it's standing on a very tall pole behind RuPaul.
Literally, Randy and I had the exact same reaction because Randy, we watched it together and he was like, this is literally RuPaul standing in front of a wig. Like,
it is.
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Now I look at this. If Rue, like, if you just see, like, if that is a wig on a pole behind, if she just came forward and it was just a bald look, I'd be like, that is fabulous. I'd be so
honest. It would have been great because this dress is so sickening.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's stunning.
I love the dress. I love the dress. I think it's such a good dress.
Yeah, it's traditional Rue gown, beautiful gown, lovely gown.
Right.
I love it.
And La Roche is back. Yes.
I know I shaded him, but I do enjoy La Roche's presence.
Very that. Was very, very happy to see La Roche for sure.
I think this is kind of a more, for me, Michelle's outfit is, you know what I really don't like? I don't like those dresses that have like the underarm like connection, but have the exposed shoulder because it has like this little string that sometimes pulls out and it looks really weird. It just looks like, I don't know, too much attention to the underarm when like, I don't know, you want that to be like shaved or like thing. It just looks, it's a weird aesthetic for me. I never liked it.
I get that for sure.
And also this weird like ponytail that's like just it almost looks like in this photo that she's just shaved half of her head.
Yeah, rare miss from Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
The mug is always mugging.
Yeah.
Great. And Annalie looks quite cute in this like rose gold tinsel situation. Legs are legging.
Mm-hmm.
I love rose gold. I think rose gold always looks
Same.
gorgeous on a dress or a gown.
Same. I absolutely agree. Work divas.
Oh, and those shoes. Oh, I love those shoes on her as well.
The shoes. Oh yeah, the shoes.
The
Oh, work.
shoes.
Yeah. Period. So obviously we're going to talk about the full looks over on Look Over Here. So definitely make sure to check out our Look Over Here. But we'll just run through, since this is the challenge. The challenge is the looks. We're going to run through really quickly and just talk about who wore it best. Give some quick critiques, all that kind of lovely, fabulous, wonderful stuff here today. So first up on the runway, we have Juicy versus Briar. RuPert, who wore it best?
In my opinion, I do agree with the judges. I do believe Juicy wore it better. I love this like cowl neck, very Grace Jones-esque. My one problem is where the train sits, because the dress goes down a bit and then the train is attached above it, so it just has this weird shape. If the train was just attached to the bottom, it's just that only little detail is just a bit weird. But she looks stunning. Briar's look is cute. It is probably my least favorite of this challenge. And this challenge, I do think, was a lot stronger than the previous design challenges that we had, which is good. It's just compared to Juicy's, unfortunately, it wasn't as good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. I think Juicy wore it better. I will say I would have liked this outfit to be a bit tighter. It's a little loose for me. I think the construction's great from what we would expect from Juicy. This was an amazing like output. And it makes me wonder how much of Jane's fingertips are in this one. But it is a gorgeous outfit. She sells it so well. I think it looks so great on her. I love the accessorizing. I do agree with the judges sort of like yellow fur in the wrong area in the front. Maybe that could have been redesigned. I will give Briar some of her flowers. I think I love this sort of like luchador jumpsuit sort of effect. I think the fit is impeccable on it. I think it looks wonderful. It hugs her body in all the right places. My issue is the cape. The cape looks so unseemly and it doesn't work together. There's just more that I felt like she could have done there or something different that would have worked better. I do love this wig and the sort of fascinator sort of like thing on the wig. I think it's such a cute wig, and her mug is always gorgeous. Like neck up, it is like 10 out of 10. I always think Briar is gorgeous, but Juicy, I do think wore it better here.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to save most of my commentary for Look Over Here, since I will be on, and these two lovely, lovely individuals, I don't believe will be. But no, I do agree. I think Juicy wore it better in Jane Don't Couture. She looks great. Briar, I think, looks lovely. I do agree. My favorite part of that is just the way that bodysuit fits her is just impeccable, baby. But yes, I do think Juicy wore it better here. Let's talk about Discord Adams versus Jane Don't. RuPert, who wore it best?
I have to agree with the judges. I do believe Jane Don't wore this look better. Law calling Discord a man in a dress, questionable. Not my favorite thing in the whole world. I do agree with what Michelle said. This look is just riding a little bit too low on Discord. I just feel like it could just be hiked up a little bit more, and I feel like it would just be more flattering. And then on Jane, I love this like this Erte inspired. It is very Mame look on Jane. The red hair with this like black and green. It is giving like if B. Arthur played the Wicked Witch of the West. I love this look. Jane wore it better for me.
I am actually going to disagree with the judges on this one. I think Discord wore this better for me. I like this styling. Yeah, I will defend it. I like the styling. I don't think when she said it rode too low, I kind of disagreed. I thought it worked fine for the aesthetic that she was going for, this sort of punk, just sort of non-padding aesthetic. I thought it was, I mean, the walk is the walk, so we know where that is. I think my issue with a lot of Jane's look is I feel like on the tail skirt portion, it felt very loose. Like the seams felt, I don't know, the fit was very strange in the bottom half. Also, I do not like her wig. It kind of clashes with this sort of yellow-green color here. I just think a lot of the styling was a little off. And from what I really, really liked from Discord, it was really close between the two for me. But I think Discord just kind of inched it out. And I think it might be because Jane Don't had a really high bar to hurdle from the first one. I think this is kind of a step down for me from her first design look. I just didn't like it as much. It is well constructed. She's amazing at constructing a garment and everything. It's just, I think it's the color clashing for me with her wig specifically that I just didn't like. It wasn't my thing. And I just kind of ate up what Discord was selling here.
I am gonna agree with the judges here. I think Jane wore it better. This combination was the hardest for out of anybody, so I applaud both of them for what they did. I just think Jane's ensemble is cleaner overall. I think Discord's ensemble, for what she was doing, I think just leaned too much on the side of the Cher ensemble, and I'm really not seeing any of the Sarah Paulson inspiration. Whereas when it comes to Jane's, I agree with you on the wig, and I said it while I was watching. I actually really would have liked another hair color here. I think it would have elevated the look a little bit more. That's just my personal opinion on it. But I think I don't think either of these looks are perfect. I wouldn't have put Jane in the top either, because I do think Jane wore it best, but I also, we'll talk about it here in a second, on who I would have had in the top here. But I think Jane's is just a little bit cleaner and a little bit of a better mashup of the two original inspirations for me. So I will agree with Jane there. But I see what you mean with Discords. There's a lot of the finishing details I'm not a huge fan of.
I can understand. It is a messier sort of aesthetic, but I think when you're going for like a more punk aesthetic, but still, this is definitely red carpet, like worthy sort of silhouette. I like to like applaud that because that's a really hard line to walk.
Awesome. Mikey Meeks versus Nini Coco. RuPert.
I'm gonna disagree with the judges.
Ooh.
I think Mikey should have won this.
All right.
Compared to what Mikey did in the first week, I love this. I love this this like Mugler crown that she sort of made to go with this, the cheetah print gown, this blue. I love this look. I like Nini's look, but I preferred her first design challenge more. And I just think, personally, in my opinion, I don't really... Here's the thing, I get that woman's look from Nini's, but I don't necessarily get the jungle dress with Nini's, but I get both from Mikey's. I would have Mikey in the top, in my opinion.
I'm actually going to agree. I liked Mikey's look better. I will say these were very close for me as well. I think with Mikey's, I think they had a really hard ask because I think these patterns were very clashing and kind of great on their own, but kind of hideous together. So I think they both did a really good job making pleasing outfits aesthetically. I think I love the sort of accentuating down the center of the dress for Mikey that I really, really enjoyed. I am going to ding her on that blue mesh. I did not like that at all. That could have been cut completely from the look and nothing would have suffered. My issue with like Nini's is I feel like the simplicity of it. And the only J-Lo of this I get is the styling of the green sort of scarves around her body. Like, it's just the way it's styled gives that sort of aesthetic or feel of it. I don't think it's enough of that look, and it's too much of the other woman's look. And I will say, a bodysuit, catsuit, like, can be done so simple and just not good at all. I do think she elevated it quite a bit. So I will give Nini her flowers. This was a really good look. But for me, I feel like Mikey just did better, like catching my eye with a more aesthetically pleasing garment. There is that blue mesh, and that does knock it down quite a bit. So I don't have her in my top, but I do think she wore it better.
So I was the voice of dissent, I guess, when I watched it last night. And I will do the same here. I do actually think Nini wore it best here. For a couple of reasons. I think they both did really well. And I think they would have both been, like Mikey said in Untucked, around the same placement had this just been a straight up design challenge. I actually think they both did really well. It's interesting that they are head to head in this challenge because it's kind of a case of two sides of the same coin, where Mikey did a bit of over accessorizing and kind of went a bit over the what is the word I'm looking for? Over the edge, like over the edge. And Nini's is a bit under the edge in a way, where like Mikey went for over accessorization. Like it's a lot. And Nini went for something a little bit simplistic, and I think could have gone a little bit further. Mikey needed to strip it back just a touch. I think for me in this case, I actually really like what Nini did here, just a tad more. I really like the how clean and how clean, simple, elegant, and just like really well put together her ensemble is overall. I do agree. I wish there was more of the JLo inspiration overall in this. I was actually thinking if she had taken some of the like faux JLo Versace fabric and done some of the panels in that alternating with the green, I think that could have added some visual interest as well. I really love the way that she's done these sashes across her body here. I think it really it adds a whole lot to the ensemble. The catsuit is impeccably done, fits her within an inch of her body, and I do really like what she's done with her accessorization. So I think for me, it's that cleanliness and that for me elevates it above Mikey, who I think did really well here. But I think it was just a bit too much overall. But they both did great. So
Totally fair. Yeah, I kind of agree with was it Mikey's sentiment, and the Untucked was just like they probably would have placed around the same like top half safe.
They both absolutely would have been top half for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like Mikey's taking Juicy's spot in the top half.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say it. Mikey's taking Juicy's spot in the top half. Juicy, if it wasn't for the fact that there was a head-to-head, Juicy's not getting a top half placement in this challenge. No tea. Jane made the look.
Yeah.
Love you, Juicy, but...
It's like UK versus the World Season 1 when Pangina basically... There are literal shots of Pangina sewing Bagger's look.
Exactly. Like, let's be real. Come on now, but...
Or Saphira and Maya.
That part. We have Sierra Mist, and can you please her? RuPert, I'm going to ask you again. Who wore it best?
I think Sierra wore it best.
What?
And I don't think that's a very controversial opinion.
I think Kenya looks beautiful, girl. I think she looks so stunning, but yes.
Yes, Kenya looks beautiful. Kenya looks stunning. Compared to what she did last time, this is about 30 steps above. Because this gown is stunning on her. I like the denim accents with the red. Unfortunately, if she wasn't carrying a package of meat, this would not read as the Lady Gaga meat dress. I And that's my biggest problem, and that's one of the reasons why Sierra wins this. I also just love Sierra's look. Having this denim dress almost be like the wrapping of like, it's like almost like her arms and her legs, she's just been skinned. And that's like the flesh and the muscle under her arms and legs. And that's what she's doing instead of using that disgusting looking meat fabric, which was awful.
That was a
That
crime.
that fabric was a crime. But doing that with then this beautiful denim fascinator mask piece, and then having the ropes around like she's like a trussed piece of meat. It's also like something that Gaga had in her shoes as well. It's just such a great detail. Sierra looks incredible. Sierra could have very easily won this challenge, but there was a queen who did a lot better and was deserving of another design challenge win, but got her design challenge win here. But very close and very good second place to Sierra. She wore it better.
I will say I really liked what Kenya wore. And initially I was kind of like, I was really impressed with what Kenya brought. But the more that I saw Sierra's look, the more I was like, this is really genius for me. So I do think Sierra wore this better. I just love all the little aspects. Same as what you said, RuPert. I love this aesthetic. It's very much, it's kind of a Dracula look. It's kind of giving like there's body horror, but it's couture at the same time. And I love that Sierra often brings those two perspectives in. And this is just a gorgeous ensemble. I want to give Kenya her flowers though. This gown really hugs her really well. I was really worried we were going to see Spider-Man, but I would never have gotten like Spider-Man from just seeing this gown.
This gives Jessica Rabbit.
It is very Jessica Rabbit. And I think that's kind of the styling that Kenya was going for. I've said it before. Jessica Rabbit is an amazing reference, and I will always love it every time I see it on the Drag Race main stage. I do agree with the judges, though. Whenever they said it, I had to knock the look quite a few points. It didn't really kind of hit me whenever I was giving notes and I initially saw it. You would not get meat from this outfit. And I think that's partially because it's so hard to kind of incorporate sort of meat fabrics into this prompt. They gave that god-awful horrible like meat fabric that when they said it has no give, it has no stretch, I'm like, oh, that's unworkable. That's completely unworkable. It sounds like a plastic birthday tablecloth. Like
I was gonna say, was there any universe like, and I get it wasn't a stretch fabric, I'm like, is there any universe they could have like reversed it and used the backside of that fabric? Like, I'm thinking specifically in Kenya's look here. Like, is there any universe she could have made a base with stretch fabric and then like sewn the meat fabric like reversed over it, so there's still like a little bit of like the meat impression, but it isn't like, because I'm just trying to think of ways she could have meat dressed this look to make it a little bit more on brief, like instead of just having the like we thought about it last night. I would have loved had she taken the package of meat and made it a fascinator. Like, I think that would have been really fun. That could have been something. But I'm just kind of like, I think it just comes down to fabric choices here. Like, it would have been, I would have loved to see something better selection-wise for them.
And I'm assuming the package of meat is just a prop, right? Like they don't have like a package of raw meat.
Or I think what it is, it's like that's the meat fabric folded up in the package, in like a package. Because like there was like a shot of it, and my guess is that's what it is.
I think so.
Either that, or we know that the main stage, like the studio, is freezing cold, so it might be a package of raw meat. It could stay.
I don't think they could do that. No.
But I do want to give Kenya her flowers here. I do think Sierra wore it better, but Kenya, this is so much improved over that first look. My goodness.
Absolutely.
Kenya deserves all of her flowers here. I think she looks sickening. But this Sierra's look is one of the coolest things I've ever seen on Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
I love this look. I think she looks so fucking cool. Sierra wore it best.
For sure.
It has an essence of Gaga. I just want to call that out. It feels
Yeah,
like
it
something
does.
Gaga would totally wear.
Oh, 100%. Like, it's just so fucking cool. I love it. I love it so much. It's, oh my god. I'm not gonna gush about it. I'm gonna save it for look over here. But like, I'm so in love with this look. Ugh. Anyway, Mia and Vita, RuPert, who are best?
Vita wore it best.
What?
Yeah.
Mia had fun this episode. She made a cute look. I love the fact that she had the one titty out. That was such a great thing, and it is such a great reference to use because it's such a simple thing that you can do, and then it ties into one of the references really well. I think these two queens got probably the easiest combination of looks to do, because literally just make like a bluish purple dress and add rhinestones, and you can make and it pretty much fits the theme. Mia's look is cute. I do think this like weird snaky ruffle thing that she's got on the front is a bit strange. And then also the way that she's got like this part across her neck, it just doesn't look quite right, but it's cute, it's great, it's nice. It's definitely not one of the worst this challenge. And then she knew she was gonna get devoured by Vita, and she did, because this look is stunning. This look is beautiful, and I'm so glad she doesn't have to lip sync for the win in this dress and lose again, because she would have had 2 design challenge wins already, because this look is beautiful. I love the detailing, all the gems, holding the chandelier is almost like a bag prop thing as well. This headpiece that she made, this gown that is so well done, and this beautiful lined cape as well, which is stunning. Something I didn't point out on Jane Done's look as well was that her cape was not lined, but this one is, and it's beautiful. Vita won. Deservedly so.
I'm actually going to agree. Obviously, Vita won this.
What?
This is stunning. This was so easily the best thing on the main stage this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think it was even close. I think Vita looks so incredible. This is drag. This is like pageant drag. This is like that level of like pristine, polished pageant drag. This looks like an outfit she brought, honestly. And that's always such a good compliment for a constructed look there in the workroom. Great job to Vita. Mia, this outfit is really, really cute. I do think for me, it was a little on the nose for the Lil' Kim reference. I think maybe, I know La Roche like sang it praises and was like, that's really what I wanted to see when I saw that was one of the prompts. But I think maybe could have been a bit more clever with it. I also think like the breastplate was a little exposed as well and not blended very well with her shoulder. It was very, and I think it's just those little details. I know Mia had fun with it. I know Mia knew that she was going to lose her matchup. The gown, I think, is really pretty. I think it fits the prompts in both. I think it's a little too on the nose or a little too obvious for what she was going for here. But she looks really good. She had fun. I enjoyed her this week. She looks really cute in this. Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes on this podcast, we got to be different. We got to be unique and different sometimes.
We got to be unique and different for Logan.
Very unique and different. No, Vita dog walker. We all need it. I wouldn't say a full dog walk because Mia looked good. Mia looks good. Like
Mhm.
I really like what Mia did here. In the words of Nene Coco, you could clean this up in a day and wear it in a pageant.
I think okay. I'm gonna defend that was shady, but I'm gonna defend Nene for a little bit because I kind of agree with her. There's a little bit of
No,
a
I
messiness
100% agree. I think
down
it's
the
so
gown.
shady. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree. But no, I really liked it. I do agree. I think the number one thing that does kind of separate quality-wise, separating Mia and Vita here is the exposed breastplate line, especially on the neck. I wish that the strap she's got going on here, which I actually really like to cover the breastplate, I kind of wish it went all the way around the neck to fully hide the breastplate line, because I like that the hair is covering the shoulder breastplate line. But I wish that worked all the way through. But otherwise, I think Mia's incorporation of both inspirations is actually quite well done. But Vita.
Vita Vita.
Vita.
Vita Vita.
Vita.
Vita Vita. Vita Vita. Vita Vita Vegemite.
Vita.
I just can't look away. It's so
Vita.
gorgeous.
It is.
Well, we
so
have
good.
to move on. So unfortunately, I am going to switch slides. But one more time, Vita, everyone.
Vita. My notes, I just wrote art, period.
Yeah, that correct. Last up on the night, on the occasion, Miss Darlene Mitchell versus Athena Dion. RuPert, for the final time this evening, who wore it best?
Darlene.
Thank you.
This isn't okay. Athena looks like the 5th member of Golden Girls. This white hair does not help her.
And Athena's such a good name to work into the Golden Girls.
Yes.
Sorry, but this white hair does not help, and this flowery muumuu cape that she's using to cover this silver dress. No, the silver dress is cute, but like the flower cape, it's just no. I like Darlene's because it's a full look, and it's using both together. Like this look would be incomplete without the silver pieces on the dress and without the hat. Athena, you could take the cape off and she's just got a stunning silver gown on. Like,
I don't know that I would call it stunning, but sure.
A nice silver gown.
I don't know that I would call it nice.
A dress made of material.
That is on her body.
Just about.
Just about.
The judges seem vaguely amused by what's going on, and I'm okay
The
with
judges
that.
seemed quite amused, and I was
Yes.
gagged. Mike.
I do think Darlene wore it better. I was writing my notes because in my mind I was like, oh, obviously like Darlene won this. So I was like typing my notes. And then when it came back around to who was in the top, I was like, wait, what? Like what? Like Athena's, I will say, this is fine from Athena. It gives like this 60s aesthetic. I do like the colors really mesh well with the fabrics together on Athena's look. The silhouette is very Bianca Del Rio, which is a very nice silhouette.
Yes.
This is something that I could see Bianca wearing, honestly.
Even the hair is very Bianca.
Yes.
I haven't watched the pit stop yet, but Bianca better say that she would wear this look because it literally looks like something Bianca would wear.
It was everything you wore in season 6, girl. I mean,
correct.
She loves a cowl neck dress.
Correct.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, and it looks stunning on her. I mean, know your silhouette. So, but I will say, Darlene, this is stunning. I felt like this was like such a great look. I think it hugs her body so well. I love the accents of the Zendaya metal like dress. I love the fascinator and the hair. When they clock the shoes, those shoes by themselves are hideous. Like the shoes, but with this outfit, I think it actually works. It kind of gives me sort of the cow look that she had last week, I think it was. The shoes by themselves, like flats, a crime on the main stage, but it does work with the look that she had here and the aesthetic that she's going for, like this sort of couture farm girl thing. I really liked what Darlene had here. It was so cute, great ensemble, and it was a perfect marriage of the two looks. I think she did so well. Darlene should have won this.
No shade to Miss Athena Dion. That crunchy ass hem on the bottom of her dress should not have given her the win over Darlene's clunky ass shoe. I'm so sorry, RuPaul. I'm not sorry, RuPaul. Actually, no. Fuck that shit. Darlene is giving one of the best garments on that runway. The fuck was going on at the end of that runway? I don't know how long they had been there. I don't know what coffee enema RuPaul had taken at that point. But Darlene looks sickening.
It reminded me a little bit like the sort of cowboy aesthetic, like couture. It reminded me a little bit of Sasha Velour's like cowboy sort of runway.
Oh my God,
same sort of aesthetic, couture, but very like Southern girl country.
It is,
and then also
editorial.
And then also using this like flowery print that has a metallic sheen to the flowers as well. It just works a lot better.
And the belt, the neck gauntlet was perfect. All I needed was a wrist gauntlet on either side, and it would have been absolutely perfect. But no, Darlene won this for me, hands down, without a question.
Yeah.
I don't know what the judges were smoking. About the judges, I mean only RuPaul.
Yeah.
Criminal. But
yeah, I was so shocked when it came back. I was literally typing my notes, and then when it said who all were the winners, I was like, did they say Athena? Jonathan was like, yeah. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? So we got to talk about the judging, obviously, because Briar faints. It is, the thing that happens.
Also, Law, like, fighting with Michelle about Briar's shoes, like, defending Briar, and then immediately going, Briar, I hate everything about this. And basically just being like, the shoe is cute. Fuck everything else.
But your face daughter, I was like, oh, she's already getting daughter. Okay, work. But my favorite part of that was, I would know. I was there. Welcome back, La Roche. I loved it. It was so sickening. I'm like, that's why La Roche was hired. Like,
also saying to, I think it was Discord, looking like Sharon yet walking like Sunny.
Nasty work. Nasty work, and I loved every bit of it.
Yes.
But yes, Briar faints.
Which was totally real. That was obviously real.
Okay, I'm gonna speak on it here. I have lost a little bit of respect for both Vita and Athena after this. As someone that has dealt with fainting spells before and deals with a lot of very real medical issues myself, that can affect me literally at any time, and has affected me like during this podcast from time to time. And then seeing them both not only talk about it on the runway, but then also talk about it in confessional. I'm sorry, girls. Like, you can say whatever you want to say about Briar. I understand that she's like been doing a lot of shit to Athena in the competition. Whatever, this, that, the third, the fourth, the fifth. I don't really care, to be quite honest. That transcends another situation for me. That, like, that's a very real medical situation that ultimately took her out of the entire Untucked. And literally, like, that's a medical concern. And if you were in Briar's position, you would want people to have the same sympathy that everyone else was giving her, and not having people claim that, oh, she's probably faking it. Oh, you know, it's probably a ruse, whatever. Like, I found that incredibly nasty and incredibly disrespectful. I think they are both incredibly sickening drag artists. Obviously, we've seen that throughout this season so far. I thought they were both more professional than that, to be quite honest with you. They've both been doing drag for a lot longer than Briar has, and a lot longer than some of the girls that had genuine reactions to that situation. And I honestly thought they were better than that.
Yeah,
Also,
I hope that. Go ahead, RuPert.
Also, critiques and Untucked can take anywhere from like 4 to like 6 hours. Like, it is a long time. So it is a long time that she was gone. Like,
and it's not like this is the first time this has ever happened on Drag Race before. This is the 3rd time now. Like,
yes. Also, the one thing I wish Ru did is what she did in Down Under 3's case, and postponed the lip sync to next week. But hey ho. Here's the thing: I fainted before, twice actually. Yeah. Once onto someone actually, and literally your eyes go black and fuzzy. You don't. I've literally fainted twice. I've not been able to see anything. Fainted and then woken up. Literally sat up and be like, "What? I fell." It was a genuine reaction, but then I think like Briar's face and the way she paints her makeup, it does look a little bit. His thing, I could see where they were coming from, but watching that fall, it is real.
Yeah.
It's not like she's doing like the cartoon, like, oh, no. She literally loses her balance and stumbles onto Juicy.
I've grown up, I've had siblings who deal with like epilepsy and like would have like just falling, like seizures, just immediately. Like, that was real. Like, I've seen, when I saw it happen to her, I'm not saying that's what happened to Briar, but I'm saying like, I understand when something medically comes in and just takes out your composure entirely and you can't have control of yourself. Also, just behind the scenes, production, it takes a long time for them to go through deliberation. A lot of times they're standing there for a very, very long time.
Get the queen's chairs.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a very cold studio from what we know, but also if you've never been under like stage lights, they bake you to like a cooked chicken. Honestly, they're basically an oven. So it's this weird, your body is cold and extremely hot at the same time. You're in heels. If you lock your knees and you haven't had like water in a while and you're like cinched to the gods, like, yeah, no wonder. I'm surprised there aren't more queens that are fainting, especially when Briar just got a lot of negative critiques in that moment. I do want to give Mia, Vita, and Athena, like, let's give them the space to, like, they did not see her from the face up. They didn't expect her to fall or anything. So maybe they'll come out and be like, look, I think that was real. Like, I just in the moment was upset with Briar or something like that. Give them the space to give an apology. But in the moment, I was disappointed with their immediate reaction, because my thinking is like, I don't know Briar. I don't know if Briar has any sort of prior medical situations or anything. I'm seriously worried at that point. Like, I don't want anybody to be taken out for medical reasons. That's just such a sad way to leave Drag Race. So I feel so bad for Briar in this moment, because emotionally she's already kind of at a low. She knows that she's losing and probably in the bottom as well. She, you can read the tea leaves from the critiques as well. So it's probably very overwhelming. So it was shocking. I literally was like, I put down my phone notes for a second. And I was just like, I was just watching what was happening. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah. I hope we hear from these girls that have had this reaction. Because I agree with you. I will give them the space to hopefully say something about it. It's frustrating to see, because then we see them, and confessionals are filmed after the fact. Like, if you still are doubling down after she was literally taken out of the entire Untucked and frankly didn't get to enjoy her last Untucked whatsoever, because of a serious medical situation, like it's a bit insensitive. Just coming from where I'm at and knowing that like I've had a lot of my own medical ailments discredited by people throughout my entire life. Not saying that you're saying that, Mike, not saying that anyone specific is doing that. It's really disappointing to see, and I hope that after watching it back, these queens will be saying things about it, because it's really frustrating from 3 queens I absolutely adore on this season. That's why I'm frustrated. I really like these girls, and I really hope that they recognize what actually is going on here. So but otherwise judging is pretty bog standard. And we get Untucked as well, which was quite fun.
This was a lot of fun.
They have their moments. Discord is quite convinced that Mikey's going to be in the bottom, and Mikey is like, "Am I delusional?"
Also,
no.
Also, all of the bottom queens learning the song apart from Discord, and Discord just sitting on the sofa with the rest of them being like, "Oh, I know the song."
Oh my gosh. It's that that was one of my notes from Untucked. I was like, girl, you are confident. And she would have gotten eaten up if she had to lip sync against either of the other 2 bottom 3 queens. Like Discord. You gotta learn that. You gotta learn that lip sync song.
Also, Vida accidentally knocking over a drink, and then Athena getting a rhinestoned mop to clean it up. Just the fact that there is a rhinestoned mop in Untucked.
And then Darlene went ahead and did their partner runway while she was cleaning. And nobody was picking up the can. It was still spilling. And I'm just like, what are y'all doing? I did write, this was really funny in Untucked. The queens were doing Discord's walk. And it was giving, I don't know if anybody watches Real Housewives of Potomac, but there's a season, Wendy is one of the housewives, and they made fun of how she walks. Like think of Discord's walk. That's how like they were all like making fun of her. They called it the Wendy Slither. And so they were all just like hip forward walking through. Just look it up. It is such a funny scene. They were making fun of one of the other housewives on the season.
I think it's the acting challenge Untucked on All Star 7, where they have like the big like Jenga tower, and Jinx pulls like do an impression of one of the queens' walks, and she does Monet like. It was just very that
wild.
And then Shay was like, "No, Monet walks like an auntie on her way to Harold's Chicken Shack," like being like the. Just watch the scene. Watch that scene. It's just hilarious, and that's just what it reminded me of.
Good vibes this Untucked. I'm really sad that Briar was not there to kind of get some closure or finality to their Drag Race experience.
Yeah. I do love. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I just think it was mean them then doing the lip sync for your life that same day.
Well, if Briar had been cleared, then I think doctors must have just been really, really good with her situation, with where she was at, and in the case, I guess specifically of Ivory, she must not have been like that. That's really just this. It must have just been situational. We don't know what necessarily went on behind the scenes with the medical staff there. We don't know how much time had passed as well. Specifically with the situation with Briar and with the situation with Ivory. So honestly, who knows? But as long as and hey, Briar gave a damn good performance. We're about to talk about it here in a second. But No, my favorite part of Untucked is when they did the joint runway walk with everyone. I was just like, and then Darlene, leave her behind. Darlene, leave her behind. Darlene.
And then she pulls up her dress to show her the shoes.
The shoe. I'm like, that shoe is not great, my dear, but go off, I guess.
And Rue clocks that. She's like, I saw like 4 other pairs of that.
What is it with RuPaul and scanning shoes in the workroom? We had it with Corey last season, Darlene this season. I'm like, ma'am, what are we doing here? Wild work. But
love shading these queens.
Apparently, damn. Let's talk about our results here. So our top 3, so we had our 6 girls that won their heats. But out of those girls, our top 3 for the week end up being Sierra, Jane, and Vita. I agreed with 2 of these.
Same.
Yeah.
My top 3 would have been Vita, Sierra, and Darlene, because I would have had Darlene winning her heat.
I absolutely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
are we all in agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. 100%, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. Ms. Mitchell should have had another high placement this week. But the win for the challenge goes to Vita. I will say I'm so happy for Vita. Obviously, I really wish it was a double win between Vita and Sierra, because I think what Sierra did was so smart. It was so intellectual. It was so on brand for both Gaga and the denim Britney Justin look. Like, I wish she had been able to get that recognition as well. Like, obviously Vita's was so clean and so beautiful, and like she needed that recognition too. I just wish Sierra could have gotten it also. Like, that would have been my ideal outcome here. Like, obviously Vita needed to win. But I also wanted Sierra to win. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. But, love Vita. So happy for Vita. Obviously. But, our bottom 3 ends up being Kenya, Discord, and Briar. I agreed.
I don't.
Who would you have had? Obviously, Mike, because you had Discord beating Jane. Who would you have had?
Briar would have been the bottom. I think Briar was. I liked her outfit the least this week. I would have had. This would have been for me kind of the safe bottom. Mia and then Athena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which, when I wrote that down, I was like, why didn't they do that? That so fits into the storyline that they had for the week.
I truly thought after I saw all the runways, I was like, oh, the bottom 3 is going to be Briar, Discord, and Athena. And they're going to put Athena in the bottom with Briar, and Athena's going to send Briar home.
Yeah.
Like, that's really immediately what I thought was going to like,
served up on a platter. What are y'all doing, producers?
I don't know. But no, we have Kenya and Briar in the bottom 2. And I was like, well, we know these girls can both lip sync. We know these girls are high energy. Give them a high energy song. And what comes on but lights, camera, action, Kylie Minogue!
Yes.
More Kylie on US Drag Race. Thank you.
Let me tell you, this song is like, go ahead.
Also, Mia before this lip sync, saying in confessional, asking Kenya to get revenge for Mandy Mango.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And then Mia and Untucked. I forgot to mention, this was literally one of my favorite moments of Untucked so far this whole season. Mia and Untucked, and she's just like learning her song. She's sitting there, her titties out. Titties. We all love titties. I love Annalie Ashford. But she's just like learning her song. Darlene's trying to talk to her up in the corner, and she's just learning her song. She's like, Darlene, I'm trying to learn my song. Darlene. Darlene. Anytime anyone bothers me from now on, I'm gonna be like, Darlene. It's just so good. I love Mia so fucking. I think Mia Starr is my favorite person on this season. I gotta be real honest. She is just so fucking charismatic, and like she's just like the fucking best. I love her so much.
Agreed. First of all, she's a delight.
Yes. Oh my god.
I was gonna say I did love this lip sync song too. This song is like gay catnip at the bar or the club. Like it comes on and everybody's like flocking to the dance floor.
Every time I'm at the club, every time I'm dancing too, it'll come on and I'm like, even if I'm not working that set, I'm like, if it comes on, I'm like, move on gay. Like
I need room to dance. Bachelorette party, God. Get out of the way.
Wait, I didn't tell y'all. So I go New Year's Eve, and I was on, and I was like, okay, let's see what the vibe is gonna be. And one of my favorite DJs was up, and all of a sudden I'm on the main stage, and Von Dutch comes on, and I was like, oh, I feel like Diane Bella. I was like, yeah.
I'm the number one. I'm the number one.
Oh, I fully pulled out those moves. I was like, I'm giving. I wish I had video of it because it was so good. I was living my best.
Please tell me you were reading your Wendy Williams biography before.
No, I left it backstage. Unfortunately.
Wow, you were living your life on Dutch.
I was living my life on Dutch. It was so good. It's like the one time where I was like, oh my god, I'm living. Anyway, but no, this song came on as well, and it was so good. I was like, move, I'm gay, I need it. These girls killed it.
You would have never known Briar had like fainted.
Never. Oh my god. Sickening. So good.
I'm gonna say what I love about Kenya is that I love queens that are just like they embrace their big girl body and they love like she used it to such great effect. I think it's just so beautiful. She's so gorgeous. I think they both did great, but for me, Kenya ate this for me. It was so good.
Like when she's literally like on her hands and knees, just jiggling, looking at RuPaul. And RuPaul is cracking up.
I'm calling it now. This is the new Lydia B. Collins moment. Because they had that same interaction that Lydia did with Ru in the Boogie Wonderland lip sync.
Watch Kenya be on All Stars 11.
Or 12. Well, they already filmed 11. 12.
I know. I'm saying that someone drops out and she's the alternate, just like Lydia was.
No. 12. All-Star 12. I'm like, I could really see it because like we really got that good interaction between Kenya and Ru in this lip sync, and it was around this time last season. I think it was like episode 4 or 5 that we got this interaction between Ru and Lydia. I'm just saying. Like, I think this is a pivotal moment for Miss Kenya Pleaser in this season, and I'm happy to see it.
I'm excited to see it too. I think Kenya is stunning. I think she's a great queen. I want her to go. She's on my draft team, so I want her to go all the way.
Also on my draft team.
So,
and I don't do drafts, but she would be on my team.
Her.
So I fucking love her.
I was gonna say you could be an honorary member of one of our draft teams, but don't pick Mike's.
Only if I'm doing UK.
Really? Yeah, honestly. Pretty much, yeah. But no, both of these girls killed it. I thought it was so good. But unfortunately, Miss Briar is eliminated.
I feel really, really bad for Briar because I know she was in such a low point. I also feel bad for the whole situation because I feel like production, I'm going to be honest, I feel like production wanted to keep her around because they saw more longevity with her, but then she just goes out the next week. And now I'm just kind of like, now I'm just upset about the last 2 weeks of results. I just hate that she kind of went out in this way. I love her exit line. I love her I love her posture leaving. It was so funny. But I am sad for Briar because I think she brings a lot of drama to the season. I mean, some of it through miscommunications, but also I think some of it is just her personality and how she interacts with the other queens. And that's going to be kind of missed in the workroom. So
I just love like leaving the stage before even saying her exit lines. Like, I don't care what these girls say. I think you're cool.
I think you're cool, RuPaul.
That was so cute.
I really love Briar. I've really connected to Briar throughout this season. I've started watching her YouTube channel as well. I think she's really, really quite delightful. You know, Briar, if I don't care what these other girls think, I think you're cool. No, I really quite enjoy her. I don't think this is the last time we'll see Briar on Drag Race. Yeah. I think she's got a lot to give. And she gave a lot in 4 episodes. So I really think, we'll see her. I'm quite excited to see more from Briar.
Yeah.
And work, bitch. Work, bitch.
She was a main character these first 4 episodes. So
correct.
Good on her for making her
very
mark.
Joella-esque. Yeah. Making her mark in
honestly, yeah.
What would Joella do? What would Joella do? What Briar did? And now she's memorable. She's now, when I think of the season, I'm going to think of Briar. I was like, oh yeah. Briar ate up the first half of the season.
The first quarter.
Yeah,
we are a quarter of the way through the season already.
I forgot it's an MTV season. It's forever.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, we got 3 more months of this, Mike. Buckle up.
A month of non-elimination.
Girl, save it.
No, the month. No. We'll have March where only Jasmine Kennedy goes home.
Right. You got to remember March when Jasmine Kennedy was the only queen to go home. But Mike, you didn't lose someone.
What is this like? To not lose it? I almost did.
You and me both, baby. You and me both.
Look, I have Kenya, Athena, and a prayer.
I feel that. So because this was a very unique and different circumstance with this week's challenge, with like the girls that were not in the top but won their head-to-head situation. For draft point purposes, the girls that won their head-to-head challenge but then were called safe received 3.5 points in the draft. And then the girls that did not win their head-to-head but were called safe before the bottom 3 received 2.5 points. Basically the girls that won their head-to-head like sucked that half point from the other girls, essentially. All that to be said, Mike, you and Jonathan are still in last place with 25 points. And then we're gonna make a big jump up to Lana in third with 46.5 points. I'm excited
when you draft
to see
the first 2 boots.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how this turns out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we took all the good luck juju in UK drafts because we had both Elle and Bones in our team.
Yeah. We've got it's actually quite close between the rest of us. No shade. Lana's in third on 46.5 points. I am in second on 48. My team did not have a super strong week. I had the other 2 bottoms. But we will bounce back. And Sugar is currently leading the draft with 51.5 points. So quite fun, quite delightful, quite lovely. Next week, how fun. Part 1 of the Rate a Queen talent show.
Newer RuPaul seasons and doing talent shows about halfway through. Don't we just love it?
I mean,
party.
I do like talent shows have a lot of potential, but I don't know. After seeing España talent shows, I feel like I'm so spoiled for like amazing across the board talent shows that I'm like, US gotta pick it up a little bit.
I feel that.
I do love the idea of doing a Rate a Queen mid-season. Or like a few episodes
in.
Now that the
girls know each other. Yeah. I'm like,
that's going to be very interesting.
Now that things are a little bit more established, now that things are, the girls know each other, there's a little bit more rapport, there's a little bit more strategy, all of the above things. Like, I'm quite excited to see how things are going to go overall. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. But with all that being said, thank you for joining us for an extra long edition, just like Theodore, edition of our RuPaul's Drag Race update for this week. Let us know all your thoughts on this design challenge down in the comments below. Make sure to check out our Look Over Here episode as well for this week. With all of that, make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell so you know when we're putting out all of our content for season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race, as well as breaking news, UK versus the World season 3 starting next week, and plenty of other content on this channel and across all of our networks. Check out everything we're doing in the description below. On your way out, go check out another video of ours and go get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers, babies. Bye-bye.
Why are you recording me?
And as a reminder, what would Joella do? Think about that, ponder that, and live with that every day of your life.
Why are you recording me?
Why are you recording me?
Recording me.